Today, I want to talk about the price of following your dreams and the price of not following your dreams. So, every dream has a price, and I learned this the hard way, and it took me a long time. What do I mean by dream? I mean, if you want to be, you want to grow out of your current state, you want to get a better job, you want to start your own business, you want to do something, make money of something creative like, writing books or playing music or creating YouTube videos. So all these things, they require some time and effort. Okay, and you have to pay a price for it. Okay, if you want to achieve something in life, you want to achieve your dreams, your goals, your hopes, you have to pay a price, and that price can be very high. While your friends are partying in nightclubs, you'll be working on your art. You'll be learning how to write better books or how to play the guitar better. You might pay a price in your relationships. Many successful people, millionaire businessmen, they're all divorced. They haven't talked to their kids for years. That's the price they pay. Or their health is damaged, like it happened for me. I was trying to run my business a long time ago. And I would work 8 or 9 hours in an office and then come home and work 3 or 4 hours on my own stuff. Yeah, and my health suffered, relationships suffered. It was too high a price to pay. And the business failed anyway, so those were really shitty times. I don't want to talk, I don't like talking about it, but in a way it did help me. It helped me grow as a person. It helped me, to use the movie quote, help me make the man I am. But it was a very depressing time. So you pay a price for your dreams. But here's the thing. You pay a price for following your dreams, but you also pay a price if you don't follow your dreams. And I've been that road as well. One day you'll wake up and you'll find that your job is shit and you don't have anything. You feel like, oh man, how the hell did it end up this way? Why am I stuck in this dead end job with no promotion, no pay rise? How did this happen? Or you turn up middle age, you've got a successful job, you're all rich and but you hate your job, you hate yourself inside, and people start drinking and they become alcoholics, or they start drinking drugs, or they just give up on life. That's the price of not following your dreams. You wake up one day and you're dead inside. You're like, what the hell happened? And I've been there as well. So very painful memories. Don't want to talk about it, but there's a price for following your dreams. But there's also a price for not following your dreams. And you have to really think about what price are you willing to pay. And it's hard. There's no easy answer. If somebody were to ask me, if I ask my advice, I would say is have you know you need to have a people keep saying passion. You need a passion. My advice for passion, people who take passion is this. This is what I think of passion. Please come and collect your passion until aisle number 10. Thank you. Passion is a shitty word and it's a word that's used to abuse people. In Silicon Valley, it's like, oh, you must have passion. What they mean is they expect you to work for 90 hours a week for like shitty half pay. Instead of passion, it's better to have purpose. Some sort of inner goal like, why are you doing this? Why? Why? What's your why? And so you get purpose by, I know this is harsh, but you get purpose by suffering, by having a hard life, by making bad decisions, by having hard times. They give your life purpose, and it sounds very boring and cliche, but tough times help us build character. Like all the tough times that I had, when I failed my business, my health went bad, gained a lot of weight, feeling shit. I learned something. I said, I don't want to be in that position again. That gave me my why. I said, I don't want to feel like that again. I don't want to be stuck in a dead end job. I don't want to be stuck where in a position where I have to choose between my health and my family or running my business. And so I made a decision. I don't know sure how, I think I heard this from Stephen Barnes. Stephen Barnes was a writer, great writer. He said, there are four things, your self growth, your career or money, where's number, your health and your relationships. And you should be working on all four at the same time. Not daily, but certainly weekly. You should make some progress in your health, some progress in your job or your self progress in your self growth, which means reading good books, and some progress in your relationships. You have to make progress in everything. And what I found is that if you do it this way, then the price is not too high. Obviously, you still have to make a decision. Like, I always thought about writing games because writing games is sexy. Everybody wants to write a game. And I could have written a game. I've been a programmer for 15 years now. But one day, it was like 9:30 in the night, 9:30 p.m. And I was sitting there trying to debug something. And I was like, what the hell am I doing? Why am I sitting here? Why am I wasting my time with this? You know, why am I doing this? And I realized that I could write a game. I could spend years, learning because games have their own technology, their own interface, their own ID. I could spend years learning them. But then what? I don't care about it. And I realized that the price was too high. I'd have to pay a big price in terms of, wasting my personal time, not doing other stuff, other projects that I love, because all my time would be spent in that thing. And because of that, I just decided, you know what? I could write a game, I could write a brilliant game, but I don't want to pay the price. Many years I wrote fiction as well, and I've written dozens of novels, self-published them, and hundreds of short stories. And I decided to give up on that as well. That was really hard because it was like 8 years of work, and I was like, why am I giving it up? I mean, I might come back to it at some point, but at the moment I've given up. And the reason I gave up is because the price was too high. I was having to spend, if I want to do it properly, I had to spend 1 or 2 hours every day writing and editing and, going over my work. And that meant 1 or 2 hours I couldn't spend with my family or I couldn't spend doing something else. So there's a price to be paid, and I decided I don't want to pay that price. It's too high a price. So how do you decide what the right thing for you to do is? That's why I said you need a why. Instead of passion, why? So like I'm making these YouTube videos because I have a big why. I spent 7 or 8 years like feeling really shit and in a bad state. And I don't want to feel that way again. And I want to help other people from, I don't want anybody else to suffer like I did. That's my big why. That's why I make these videos. And the big why means that, I'm willing to pay the price. So at the moment it's in the UK here, it's 9 o'clock in the night. I'm making these videos and I had the Friday as been working till 5:36. So it's not like, I had a relaxed day, but I have a big why. You know, I want to help others. I want to help myself. I don't want to be in that position again, where I wasted years, just lost. Not, I gave up meditation, I gave up spirituality, gave up self growth, and I felt shit. I didn't know what to do. I don't want to be in that position again. I want to help others not to be in that position again. And for me, it's, I'm willing to pay the price for that. I'm willing to pay the price that, not be able to do anything else. So when you're finding out what your big why is, it can never be, I want to make more money, because the problem with that are just wanting more money. Or if you're in a crappy job, you say, I want to leave this job. I want to start my own business. The problem with that is, you'll find a better job, or and, your salary will increase, and then your interest will go. Ooh. That's why money is not a good reason to, if you're trying to do something, start a business or start a creative career like writing and music or YouTubing. Just wanting more money or wanting to leave a crappy job is not enough, because when it gets really hard, you're gonna just drop it. You need to be clear with yourself. Why am I doing it? What's your big why? Why am I doing it? What am I hoping to accomplish? Am I willing to pay the price? Because there is a price. You have to pay the price. You have to spend your personal time on it. You have to juggle something. You have to give something up. Like I had to give up my fiction, my novel writing, because I couldn't do this and that at the same time. Both of them were suffering. And so even though it hurt me, it pissed me off, like giving up after 8 years of hard work. Spent 8 years writing books, publishing them and editing them, dozens of novels and hundreds of short stories. That's a lot, and just to give up is hard. But I wasn't willing to pay that price, because there was no big. Only reason I was writing books was so I could make more money and be a famous writer, Mr. Tiwari, famous writer. And the problem with that is, And as soon as it got tough, it wasn't the reason wasn't big enough. I was like, I'll just quit. I'll throw my hands up and quit. You need a big why, to achieve your goals, and you must be willing to pay the price. And the price will be, you have to give something up, something that you love. Like I've given up watching TV. I really watch TV now, or net. I've got access to Netflix, Amazon Prime, Disney, and, and we got YouTube, and we really watch it. And sometimes at lunchtime, or with my son, we'll watch some cartoons. So that's it. So that's the price I had to pay. I had to give up my personal stuff. But I was willing to pay this price because I've got a big why, and I want to help people. I want to help my past self. So I could go back in time. I would tell myself, dude, do this. Don't waste your time. That's a big why for me. That's why I'm willing to make this sacrifice. But remember, like I said, there's a price of following your dreams. There's also a price of not following your dreams. If you don't follow your dreams, keep going to your dead end job, and you're stuck in a dead end relationship, or your dead end your career has been stuck. One day you're gonna wake up all dead inside, and then you're gonna hate yourself, and then you'll try to numb that pain with alcohol or drugs or mindless sex or pornography. That's what people do, right? They're trying to numb the pain inside because they've killed themselves. They've killed the inner child. The child of us inside of us wants to play, wants to learn new stuff, wants to, try new stuff, and wants to paint or write a novel or learn a musical instrument. That inner child wants to, want to expand. And if you force that inner child to, sit down and do your accounting, and these things are necessary. Yeah, we need to do a job and you have to do the boring stuff. But you also have to give the inner child a chance to play. And the price of not following your dreams is that you slowly start dying inside. And then you have to cover that pain with alcohol or drugs or whatever. What's the TLDR? What should I say? My advice is, if you have a big dream, like you want to start your own business, or you want to do something, you want to make money using, like something creative, like writing a book, or you want to have side income, be very sure, write that down in a journal. Why are you doing it? What's the big reason? If the only reason is my job sucks or I want more money, that's not enough, man, because it's going to get hard. Whatever you're doing is going to be hard, and the first time you hit a problem, you're just going to quit. Money is not enough reason. Escaping your terrible job or boss is not enough. You need a more positive reason. Something like, yeah, I'm going to do it. You must have a good reason why you're doing it. Then you must know what sacrifice you're going to make, because you will have to make sacrifice. You know, this idiotic advice that some entrepreneurs keep repeating, get up 4 in the morning, start sleeping less. That doesn't work, man. It doesn't work long term. Your health is going to suffer if you deprive yourself of sleep. We all need 8 or 9 hours sleep. We all have jobs which will take 8 or 9 hours, maybe more if you're traveling. So you only have like 1 or 2 hours to yourself, and you need to decide what are you going to do in that time. And you have to sacrifice something. Something will have to go. You can't force everything in. You need to just decide: are you going to give up TV? Are you going to give up exercise? Are you going to a little bit of both? So do 10 minutes of exercise, 10 minutes of self growth, 10 minutes of relationship. Are you going to do one day exercise? You have to make that sacrifice. Each person will have to make their own judgment call. And there's no easy answer. I know it's hard. It's hard for me. It's going to be hard for you. But you have to make this choice. You don't want to wake up dead. Let's end on a positive note. If you are willing to make the sacrifice, you can have a joyful life. You can live the life you want to live, the life you're meant to live without self-hating, self-loathing. You know, just open your eyes. Don't jump blindly into something. Find out your big why. If, if nothing else, if you're not sure what to do, start here. Find out why you're doing it, whatever you want to do, why. And spend maybe a few days, a few weeks trying to figure out your big why. We all have a why. We need to find it out, and I found journaling is the best, right? Or get a notebook or an iPhone recorder. Just record yourself, write down, why am I doing it? Why am I doing it? And make sure you're 100% sure why you're doing it. Because at some point you'll have to make a sacrifice, and you know what you're doing it for. Okay? You know your big why. And like I said, try to keep these 4 things in balance if you want to have a happy life. Trust me, I've tried the other way. Working 90 hours a week doesn't work. It burns you out and you feel like shit and you're just gonna throw up and quit. Just throw my business away. I was pissed off at myself. So 4 things, make sure every week or every month at least, if not daily, you're working on all 4. So your self growth, which is, you're learning about yourself, meditation, not exercise. Exercise comes in health, and make sure you're working on your health. It might be simple as just going for a walk at lunchtime. It doesn't have to be, you don't have to go to gym for 2 hours. So you're working on your self growth, working on your health, you're working on your career slash business. And again, something so simple as reading blogs or keeping up to date, reading a book on marketing, whatever. And finally, relationships. Make sure you spend time for all 4 of them. And if you do that, the sacrifice will be less. You can you can then decide what do you want to do in your life, what's your next, how can you achieve your dreams without making your health suffer or making relationships suffer. Because what's the use if you become a millionaire but you just nobody love you? What's the use of that? Follow your dreams, but remember there's a price to pay. But the price becomes easier to pay if you have a big why. You know why you're doing it. Okay. Hope that helped. Thank you very much. Please like and subscribe. And thank you. I'm very grateful.